Welcome to day 2 of our Microsoft 365 Mastery Virtual Training classes. Today, we'll be getting started with Microsoft Word. And I will be guided by this agenda. First, introduction to MS Word, launching MS Word Start Interface, introduction to MS Word main interface. When you use a computer app to create, edit, and format text documents, you are performing a task known as word processing. MS Word is a word processing application. Launching MS Word. Many times we install applications to our laptops, and most of these applications, when they are installed to our laptop, the shortcut is automatically created on the desktop. But it's not so with Microsoft Office Suite. Microsoft Office Suite, when you finish installing the software, you have to take another step to create a way that will allow you to easily launch the MS Word. So I'm going to be showing us a couple of ways, depending on the one that is more handy to you, a couple of ways by which you are able to set up a quick launch for your MS Word. And I will be demonstrating it practical as well. So, to open or launch an MS Word, first of all, you click on the Start icon. When you click on the Start icon, you type the word WORD in the computer search bar. When you do that, it will search for the word shortcut on your system. So let me show that to you for my computer. So I click on the Start button and I type Word. And as you can see, on the left side, you will see Word app together with the Word icon on the left side. While on the right side, you will see Word app, and under of it, you will see Open as a button. These are different ways you can open or launch your Microsoft Word. You can click on this Word app showing on the left side. When you click on it, it's going to launch Microsoft Word. When you also click Open on this right side, it's also going to launch Microsoft Word. Then, peradventure, you have already worked on some documents, and those documents will be saved under Recent. So if you can see Recent, you will see that there are documents I have worked on. They are saved under Recent. It is still another way of launching Microsoft Word. But in the case of launching Microsoft Word from a recent document, it will not lead you to the start page or the start interface of Microsoft Word. But when you launch it using this Open, or you launch it by clicking on the word on the left side, it will land you on the Microsoft Word start page. So now I'm going to click on the Open, and let's see how it is going to open MS Word. Now, as you can see, this is the Microsoft Start page. From this Start page, you have a number of options both on the left and on the right side that you can harness in the course of carrying out your use of MS Word. But because our goal is just to teach you, first of all, how to launch MS Word, so I've just shown you one of the way to launch MS Word. Now, I want to also show to us other ways you can launch MS Word, and that is the way in which you will be able to save the shortcut of MS Word either on your desktop or on your start menu or on your taskbar. Your taskbar is this bottom line or this bottom tab where you have the date and time and calendar, battery, internet, and all this rest app lying on. You can also create a shortcut of your Microsoft Word on that place. So I want to show you the different ways you can do it. So what you do, first of all, you also click on the start button and then you type Word. When you type Word, it's also going to come out the way it came out previously. But now on the left side, instead of left clicking or clicking, you right click and it will bring out an option. If you look at the option, the first one say run as administrator, the other one say open file location, the other one say pin to start, the other one say pin to taskbar. If I click on pin to taskbar, it will go and be created. If you look at this bottom, you will see that Word has become part of the apps that are standing there. So if when I want to launch Word, if I just come there and click on it, it will launch immediately. Another way again is by doing what? Bringing it to be saved in our Word start menu. Where is our start menu? As I click on this Windows this Windows Home tab, you will see that it brings out an interface, and on the interface you will see pinned, and you will see a number of apps pinned there. That is your start menu. So you can also bring your Word to come and be kept there so that you can easily launch it. So what do? You type on the Word again, then you right click and you click on pin to start. As I click on pin to start, whenever now I click on my start button, I'm going to see Word there. Look at it here. So I can easily launch Word from this side. Why the final one is being able to get Word, a shortcut of it to be on my desktop. How do I do that? I will click on my start button. I will also type Word on it, and then on this left side I will right click and I will click on open file location, and it will take me to where the shortcut of Word is. This is where the shortcut of Word is. Now if I right click, it's going to bring out another options that I'm going to also that I will find useful. Now if you look at the option I'm looking at for here is send, but because of the version of my Windows, I'm using Windows 11, that send is not displayed here, but in other versions the send is displayed here. So what do? I will click on show more option, and then I will be able to see the send as part of what? The menu that will be displayed. Look at it here, send. All I have to do is to now go to desktop, create shortcut. When I click on that, a shortcut of Word will be automatically created on my desktop, which is what you can see here on my desktop. So this is how you can go about creating shortcuts and how you can easily launch Word on your laptop. Now I will show you one last way of quickly launching MS Word, and this method is by using the shortcut, which is number 5. You can type Windows button plus R. That is, you put your hand on Windows button on the keyboard without removing your hand. You click on R and it will launch the run interface. In the run interface, just type Win Word and then click on enter. So I'm going to show us that practically. So I'm going to type on my Windows, then R, then you type in that Win Word and you click on enter. This will automatically launch your MS Word. So depending on the launching method that is more handy or easier for you, I have shown to you different ways by which you can launch your MS Word. Introduction to MS Word main interface. Now, when you launch your MS Word and you click on either blank document or any of the templates that you want to work on, it will load up to the MS Word main interface, and you will see something like this. You will see an interface like this where you have all the features for document editing and formatting in MS Word. So I am going to briefly be explaining this particular interface to you. First of all, On the top layer, you will find the title bar. On the title bar is where you have the icon of the MS Word, autosave, document 5, search, then with the close and minimize button. That tab is referred to as what? The title bar. Then the bar immediately following, which is the bar immediately following, which is the bar where you have the file, home, insert, draw, and the rest. That is what? The tab menu. MS Word is designed to use the ribbon pattern instead of drop menu. So what MS Word do is that when you click on a certain tab, it's going to drop down drop down a ribbon. It will drop down a ribbon, and each of those ribbon contains group of commonly related tools that you can use in MS Word. So like as you can see, you have the clipboard group, which contains related group that can be used in that particular for that particular options. Like you have paste, cut, copy. Then you have the font. You have things related together there, like the font style, font size, the case changes, the text color, the bold. Then you have a lot of them. So that is how MS Word is designed. You also have the insert. When you click on insert has its own number of grouped tools that are also going to display on the ribbon. Now, the main page of your MS Word, the main page where you type and do other things, that is your work space where you do typing and any kind of editing. So, and then at the bottom of the page, you will see where you have page number, you will see where you have 0 word, you see the language, and then you will see also the zoom slider. You also see the layout, whether it is read layout, whether it's print layout, depending on the layout you want to use in viewing your document. That layer where you have all these functions is referred to as what? Status bar. And then there is something else I still want to talk about, which is the vertical scroll. The vertical scroll, you find it on the right side, and when you scroll it up and down, it will help you to navigate the document up and down. You also have horizontal scroll at the bottom, but at this moment the horizontal scroll does not show because the page zooming is reduced. By the time you increase the page zoom, you will discover that the vertical scroll is going to be displayed, which is this. Most times it is not common to find yourself using vertical horizontal scroll, because normally you want to work on a screen that you can easily see the length of it. So that is another thing. Then also I want to introduce us to the ruler. For you to be able to see the way your page is being cut or is being shared, you will need to do what? Introduce your ruler. Where is that ruler found? When you click on view, so you will see ruler. This is what you have here. So when I click on it, it's going to turn on. At the top, you will see a stuff that look like a ruler at the top, and then on the left side, you also see the same thing. So that is what helps you to show the way your page is being laid out. It helps you to show the area where your page typing will start from. If I start typing now, you will see that it's going to start from where this particular ruler ends. And when I also get to the end of it, it is not going to exceed that particular space. That is. So subsequently, or in a different video, I'm going to look at each of these tabs, explaining or using these functions that are under it in our subsequent folder. But for now, I just want to introduce us to what the MS Word document, the main interface. And on the top here also, you will see a search bar. That search bar, peradventure you are trying to use a particular function or tools and you don't know where it is, you can type on it there and say, I want these tools, or I want page number, or I want to make the text bold. It's going to help you to find where that function is found. Then at the top here where you have the auto save and the rest, that place is where you call the quick access toolbar. That quick access toolbar is where tools you want to just use quickly and without going to do any clicking to go to the backstage. Those tools are fine there. Like you can see the auto save, you can see the save, you can see the undo, you can see the repeat, and you can also see a arrow facing down. If you click on it, it will show you other things that you can add to the quick access toolbar. Take for instance, you want to add something like read aloud. If you click on it, it's going to bring it over to the quick access bar, and you can also go there if you want to remove any tool from the quick access bar. After the quick access bar, you will see the document title, the document title tab. This document title tab is where the name of your document is being displayed. So when you have saved this document, it is going to be showing the name on that place. But because I have not saved this document, it is just showing document 1, which is the conventional way MS Word used to show documents that has not been saved. Then at the end here, you will see the control bars that you can use to minimize pages. You can also use to do what? Divide your pages depending on the kind of size and the number of screens you want to work on. And then also you can also use this to close.